I want to talk to you a little bit about the follow-up process. Did you know that 30 to 50% of the cars sold from promotions come days and sometimes even weeks after the actual event? Look, during the event, you may not be able to properly attend to a customer. If it was overwhelming successful, you couldn't actually get to everybody. So this is what I want you to do that. Okay, maybe you just missed some people. Maybe you just didn't close somebody that day because you pushed attention off to somebody else. Or maybe you were having a bad day, whatever. 30 to 50% of the activity from this promotion could literally happen weeks, maybe 3 weeks after the promotion. This is what I want you to do. Number one, have a list and keep a list of all the unsold follow-up from the promotion. Anybody that you didn't sell, anybody you touched, you waited on. If you sniffed them, you keep a list of them. Number two, I want you to have a list of all the no-shows that either called in or hit a website or you had email correspondence with that didn't show up. Don't think they're not real. Let me tell you something. Someday, some way, somehow, one day they're going to get interested. I talk about this in my book, If You're Not First, You're Last. If you can't stay first in the customer's mind, you end up last when they're ready to purchase. So keep a list of no-show appointments as well. Number three, have a list of unsold appointments. They came in, they looked, they were interested, you didn't finish them. Keep that list as well, and keep that list until they buy or die and they become a new list, sold customers. Look, it's better that you and your manager make sure these people are called. I wouldn't turn this over to you or to the manager and never trust that your call did enough. Have your manager call these people as well. Make your manager call these people. When a manager calls, hey, my name's John, I'm the manager here. I know you're working with Grant on this deal. I just want to know. Dude, the customer feels more important. Put your manager to work. Make him make those phone calls for you, okay? They're more likely, your customer, in fact, is more likely to give an honest response to where they're at, their temperature, their interest. Maybe you did something to offend them. Maybe you missed something. Maybe it was just another $200 on a trade-in, and they'll tell the manager, but they won't tell you, okay? Use management as authority to help you with these phone calls, okay? That doesn't mean you shouldn't be making these phone calls. You should make them, double team, have them make them. Then, the next thing I want you to do is create a team competition for follow-up. Look, follow-up is hard. You know why it's hard? Because it doesn't pay that second. Create a team competition for follow-up, okay? Maybe you get 5 points for an appointment. 2 people compete against one another. The first one that gets it gets 5 points for an appointment. 10 points for an appointment that shows, and 25 points if a deal is sold that week. And then maybe you got 100 points to a target. You don't hit your quota, double up tomorrow so you can, okay? Play a game with yourself. Look, it's competition. Stay competitive. Stay on your toes. But I don't want you just to compete. I want you to dominate the race and beat them to death. But sometimes that means I need other people in the race to push me. Use your manager, use your follow-up. Remember, the biggest success of this campaign might be like an iceberg. You see this much, but there's this much underwater. This much will be determined by how much you follow up in the next days and weeks after your promotion.